Good morning, Turkey. Good morning, Mr. Turkey. Mr. Turkey. Good morning, folks. It is Saturday morning. I actually slept in till about 8 a.m. Haven't done that in a long time with a young baby at home. But for the first time in a long time, I'm the only one on the farm right now. My wife, my teenage daughter, and my baby boy are in Virginia at a horse clinic. They left yesterday morning. I had to go to work. I got back last night from work, and I slept in, so that's good. But today I'm hoping to get some big projects done, at least one big project for sure. I'm just going to be working, I hope, until it gets dark. So probably the next 10 or 12 hours is my plan. It's nice and foggy. It's definitely the start of fall. What I want to do first, I got to feed the animals. But this is my wife's she shed. We've had it here like a year and a half, people. I did a lot of the renovation on the inside. It's dry wired. I painted it. There's paneling, a ceiling, a nice wood ceiling, flooring. I built that little deck there, that porch, though I still got some work to do. But what it's really missing is it's not wired to the barn. So I need to dig a trench from the she shed to the man shed to the barn. And I'm going to use the tractor to do some of that with our backhoe, which I know that's a pretty big ditch for wires. But you know what? I hate digging ditches, so I've been putting that project off. So I'm going to work on that. There's Mr. Turkey. Mr. Turkey. There's Squeegee. Now, Squeegee doesn't look too great because she just molted, so she doesn't look as good as she should. So yeah, let's feed these animals and then hop on the tractor. Big buddy. Here's our rainbow flock here, starting to be a rainbow flock. I tell you, sometimes these horses, I think, eat better than me, which is good. My wife gets this feed called Crypto Arrow. It's pretty expensive, and we had to drive almost an hour to get it. But hey, we do what we gotta do. And then some of these horses are getting supplements. Let me just show you real quick. So they all get some Crypto Arrow, but one of the horses is getting this bran oil. Then there's 2 supplements in that container there. So every horse gets something a little bit different, really. Sometimes it gets complicated feeding the horses, but they're pretty well trained. They know exactly where to go. I always feed Izzy, the white horse, first, and then Corn Dog goes to his spot, and then the last 2, they kind of fight a little bit. We got Biscuit and Dakota, and sometimes they take each other's food. And then here we got little Smudge, who's actually pretty dominant over some of these other horses, but when it comes to feeding time, we want to make sure he doesn't overeat. So he's in his own little paddock there. Smudge. There's a lot that can go wrong when you're homesteading every day, actually. But hey, you start off with a nice big cup of coffee. You got one thing going right for you. That really is one of the secrets of the homestead life, is having that coffee ready. So I know I got my coffee. I'm gonna get on the tractor, and we're gonna dig us a trench for a wire. Okay, folks, this only took me, I don't know, maybe only 20 minutes. This is why I love having a tractor. Now I do got to go back and I think dig the front part out a little bit deeper. And if you notice, I put all my piles of dirt on the same side because as soon as I bury my wire, I'm going to use my bucket to back drag it. And yes, I am going to have to use a hand shovel, especially when I'm connecting it to the barns and stuff, the sheds. But that's okay. The next thing I got to do, I had to switch tactics here. Now I'm going to go from the man shed, which is just a storage of stuff right now, from the man shed to the she shed, and we're going to connect our two wire trenches. And then I'm probably going to have to mainly do it by hand, but I have to go from the barn to the man shed, and that's on the hill. I can probably do a little bit of tractor work, but not much up there. I feel like this is a historic moment right here, kind of like when the two great railroads out west met and they had that golden spike right where they joined together. Well, people, we got the southern trench and we got the northern trench, and they're about to meet in the middle here. I've been putting this project off for so long, and we have a bucket, a backhoe, but I don't usually put it on because all our other implements are 3-point implements and we use them all the time. It's been probably over a year and a half since I put the bucket on, but now that I've put it on, I've been doing all these great projects and I forget how awesome it is to have a bucket. So we're right in the middle. I'm gonna fix a few spots and then we're gonna lay the wire. Okay, folks, let's check out our progress. I've probably been at this about just a little over an hour, maybe an hour and a half. Next, I'm going to lay the wire and fill this back in. And yeah, I could use a ditch digger. Someone's going to say, why didn't you get you a ditch digger? But our truck isn't working right now, so I can't haul it. And I already got the equipment. It's just a bigger hole than I need. And if I had to rent that ditch witch, probably be about $200 a day. And is it really worth it when you got the equipment that I got? I don't think so. But let's check out the trench so far and lay some wire. Bye-bye. Well, folks, I tell you what, I was able to get the tractor up on this little hill. So let me show you. The less digging with a hand shovel I got to do, the better. I still got some work to do, but I laid the line down. So it's going up to the barn. So I need to backfill this, but then I also need to probably dig about 15-20 feet by hand. And then hopefully tomorrow, maybe today still, I'm gonna rig it up to get inside the barn and both sheds. But if I can just get it buried today and dug out, then I'll be happy. I'm feeling tired. I worked hard for a couple hours, went inside and kind of took a break. I may be going to look at a used side-by-side in about 2 hours, so excited about that. We'll see if that happens. But let's go ahead and cover this up and keep going. I'm going to try to work for another good hour or two. Well, I got that trench done here, and I tried to shovel, and I even had this little ditch digging tool. I did that for about 5 minutes, and I was like, you know what? I wonder if I can fit the tractor up there, which is a little bit of a tight spot. Let me show you. So we had to come through this little pathway here and then turn this corner. And what's a little scary is it has this little hillside that goes down to our driveway. It was a little bit tight, but again, I hate digging, and if I can use a tractor, I'm going to use a tractor. So I'm down to my last maybe 15-20 feet, and this has been a great day on the homestead. I hope you enjoyed hanging out with us. I still got some work to do. I still got to dig this trench, bury the line, cover it back up, and then maybe still tonight I'm going to attach it to the barn and all the other sheds here. But the good thing is I got this ready for the next step, and that's what I wanted to do today. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and check out our next one. Doo-doo-doo.